what's up guys, Snooey Minotaur here, and yes, welcome to the rise and fall of Party Royale. Today I'm going to be talking about the game mode that could have been. I'm going to be looking at the highest of highs and the lowest of lows, and where it is today. And we're going to start at the very beginning with the rise of Party Royale. On April 29th of 2020, Epic released a brand new game mode called Party Royale. In this mode, you were put into an original map that was essentially Fortnite's take on VR chat. A playable area where you can play minigames like a cannon minigame, a parkour minigame in the plaza area, and even a dive bomb minigame. And obviously, to hang out with friends and other players. At the beginning, Party Royale had a lot of promise, with it having a lot of support from Epic at the time. Hell, one of the things that I can honestly say, like right now, that made Party Royale so great back in the day were the events. Throughout 2020 and 2021, Epic would host mini events inside of Party Royale. We had a bunch of in-game concerts at the main stage area. Sure, they weren't Travis Scott levels of great, but they were entertaining for what they were nonetheless. And some of them gave out free cosmetics alongside them. Like for example, the Neon Wings backbling, and another one which was part of Fortnite 2020's Midas Revenge event. J Balvin hosted a concert in Party Royale, and by attending it, if you bought the Party Trooper skin, you get an exclusive J Balvin edit style of the skin. Also during Fortnite 2020, we'd actually have a map change in the plaza area, and it was all Halloween themed, and it looked awesome. They even brought in the witch brooms as an item that you can actually get in Party Royale and use during that time too, which was awesome. And this was such a great map change that they even brought it back in Fortnite 2021. We also had other events held in Party Royale, like Short Nights, which played short films. Speaking of films, we also had a movie night where you can actually watch movies. I'm not kidding, like this was a real thing, by the way. And we also had documentaries played in Party Royale, like Shark Week. I know it's not technically a documentary, but you get what I mean here. Now, with all this content being added in, it did actually spawn a new sub-community within Fortnite, being the Party Royale community. Now, content within Party Royale on YouTube wasn't really anything crazy at the very beginning. It's not like what we see nowadays. However, I feel like the community was really born with the rise of two certain content creators, those being Snowtex and ABDX8, or Abdo for short. These two were the biggest content creators in Party Royale at the time, and with that, they actually popularized a new sort of called mini game at the time, and it was called emote battles. Essentially, the whole point of this game is that two players would try to copy each other's emotes the longest. Most of the time, especially nowadays, players would use rare emotes in these emote battles. And Snowtex or Abdo were the ones that did this the most and got super popular because of this. Also because they had a hilarious beef at one point with the Jitterbug and Sugar Rush emotes, if you know you know. And ever since then, emote battle content has actually still been happening to this very day on other various channels in Party Royale. Emote battles back in the day were honestly super fun. Everyone was chill and nice about it, and it was also cool seeing emotes that were rare at the time. This was actually the reason why I actually started doing Party Royale content, by the way, back in what I would like to call this the golden age. It was super fun seeing people's reactions to cosmetics that you just don't ever see, and I really liked that. So what happened to Party Royale? Why is it now regarded as the most disliked core mode in Fortnite now? Well, let's begin with the second part of this video, the fall of Party Royale. Now I have to give context here to why I would say that this was the moment that Party Royale fell into an abyss and never resurfaced. So as you all know, Fortnite's item shops have cosmetics in them that don't return for a good while. Hell, we literally just saw this happen with a new locker bundle bringing back like a super rare glider in it. Well, I'd say ever since 2018, some players have been getting upset over item shop cosmetics returning to the item shop. Like Red Knight, Skull Trooper, and even Nogops at one point all had people getting fuming in the community. Well, in 2021, Fortnite was bringing back rare cosmetics quite frequently into the item shop, and the community has dubbed these moments rare streaks. Basically, every day for a certain period of time, we'd be getting at least one rare item shop cosmetic returning to the shop. It was pretty cool to see. Now, all you were gonna ask me, Snooey, where are you going with this? Well, here's the thing. Players in the Party Royale community took rarity way too seriously. Like, they take it way too seriously, especially back in the day, but because nowadays, I don't really think people care as much about item shop rarity as they did back in the day. Well, back on December 17th of 2021, a content creator named Kandy Wing had the opportunity to have a locker bundle in Fortnite. This was a huge accomplishment for content creators in Fortnite to receive and also have the opportunity to get one in the game. And I'm so glad that they're still being made to this very day. Like, this is absolutely a fantastic fantastic idea. Anyways, Kandy Wing's locker bundle included a cosmetic in there that was called Flapper. And at the time before this came back into the item shop, it was a top 10 rare item shop emote. And it was last seen over 800 days ago before it obviously returned. Now, Kandy was actually streaming his reaction to his locker bundle being added at the time on Twitch. And when this happened, well, I'll just read this tweet for you all. A lot of you are really butthurt by me bringing an emote that a lot of the community asked to be back. Listen, it's just a cosmetic. You aren't better than anyone because you had an item, but that is definitely not an excuse to call me racial slurs and death threats. Huh? How do I even continue this section here? Like, I don't even know. Like, how about if I say this? To anyone who said this to Kandy Wing and got so upset over an emote returning to the item shop, I have a few things to say to you. One, have you ever touched grass? Because I hope you have after this whole incident went down. And number two, in the words of Brock Lesnar,
from me to you, go fuck yourself.
How can anyone defend this behavior? And you wouldn't believe who were the ones who got mad about this. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. It was the people who took rating way too seriously, and most of them were from Party Royale.
Ugh. Brother, ugh.
I am so glad that the Fortnite community came together in defense of Kandy Wing because this situation was absolutely disgusting behavior from these kinds of players. Also, not trying to skip ahead here, but in 2023, another content creator got these players mad when they decided to bring back Sparkle Skull, which these players thought was a limited time skin. Like, what an absolute joke. And it was at this moment, in my opinion, that Party Royale's decline began. As the months followed, Epic would essentially drop all support for Party Royale altogether. These players would still be getting pissed off over item shop cosmetics returning to the item shop, and this mode would essentially stop getting updated during 2020, and with that, content creation was starting to get stale. While there was still content being made in Party Royale, it wasn't anything crazy. Hell, this was the year when I actually denounced Party Royale altogether after this, and like, even me trying to come back to doing content as well, like, it just was not a good time. And also during this time, we'd see a massive shift within this community. We'd see a massive rise in simp players, who I'm not even going to talk about within this video, and toxic players. You know, the ones that go around flexing cosmetics and laughing at people for not having certain ones. Yeah, those kinds of people, and they're still around to this very day, by the way. During 2022 and 2023, players have been basically very vocal about Party Royale, as it wasn't receiving any updates other than it getting disabled and re-enabled, and it literally just happened a couple months ago, by the way, while I'm recording this video. Players have been asking Epic to either update Party Royale to make it better or just simply remove it, while at the same time, they were removing other game modes instead of Party Royale, like Imposters, which was a super popular and fun and very enjoyable mode, and even Trios at one point was removed, but not Party Royale. The state of Party Royale was so bad that Abdo and Snowtex would even essentially quit making content in Party Royale altogether, especially with Abdo, who makes videos in his creative maps, and I am glad to say that Snowtex does upload Party Royale videos, but it's not as much anymore, and honestly, I don't generally blame him. I'm glad to see that it seems like recently, we may have a new rise as a new Party Royale community with some great rising content creators like LSonic35, JY, and Assassin Kid. And honestly, I wish them the best of luck with their content because I think they're doing an amazing job with what they're doing. But here's the thing, people, with the lack of updates and transparency from Epic, it seems like it's very overdue for Party Royale to be removed. I know there's some players who still love this game mode that are probably agreeing with me right now because I think we can all admit that it's just very outdated. And I know there's some Party Royale content creators who know this too. And they're probably watching this video as well here. And honestly, I think a solution to make Party Royale great again, and Epic already has made a great solution to this, is Jam Stage. Think about it. It's basically Party Royale, but you can use jam tracks there. Plus, unlike Party Royale, you can actually earn XP. If they were to add phone booths in there and make the map a bit bigger, then this could be a great replacement for Party Royale, especially if Epic isn't gonna do anything with it anymore. Or maybe just embrace the creative maps, but even at that, they also have a bunch of issues like dev accounts, which I actually got footage of right here when I went in there. Like, I can't even believe I even got video footage of this. Like, that's insane. Plus, the current state of Party Royale is just bad. The servers are dead. They leave in flocks of birds within minutes. Servers don't refill like how they used to, and there are more simps and toxic players than ever before. And there are even some people who are using 2 accounts at the exact same time in there just to get attention. Like, Party Royale has just become a circus clown show now. The only good thing that I could actually say about Party Royale in today's eyes, if you were to go in there right now, is whenever new skins and emotes come out. So that's probably like the best time to go in Party Royale. Other than that, I'd stay away from it. So overall, Party Royale is a game mode that could have been something great. It had a lot of potential at the very beginning, and it all got destroyed into the mess that we see it today. Hopefully someday we see change for Party Royale, but who really knows what the future holds for this game mode. But ladies and gentlemen, that is it for today's video. I really hope you all enjoyed it. If you did happen to enjoy this video, consider subscribing to the channel. Don't forget to check out my Twitter, aka my X account. Also, don't forget to use my support creator code within the Fortnite item shop. That is MINO5. That is MINO5. Thank you all so much for watching. I love every single one of you. Remember, everyone, it's always good to take chances.